I'm 28, male, and I've always been the quiet one. The reliable kid who helped with chores, stayed out of trouble, and never made demands. My sister has always been the opposite. Loud, dramatic, always buzzing for attention. I figured my birthday would be the usual. Maybe a cake, maybe some candles, maybe a happy birthday text. Instead, I walked into my parents' house and found a full-blown dinner party, with one big catch. It wasn't for me. The table was set like a wedding reception. Mom in a fancy dress, Dad pouring wine, my sister in a sparkly top, grin plastered on her face. Everyone else was laughing and toasting, but the second I cleared my throat, Mom blurted, "Oh, today's your birthday, isn't it? Well, make sure to clean up after us." My sister waved a napkin at me. "Yeah, don't forget to help with dishes." That was it. No cake. No happy birthday. Just a reminder that I was the help. I didn't argue. I went to my room, packed a bag, jotted one line on a sticky note. "Thanks for reminding me where I stand. I won't forget to clean up this time, my life," and stuck it on the fridge. Then I drove downtown to this little upscale place I'd wanted to try and treated myself to a proper birthday dinner. No guilt, no yelling, just quiet satisfaction. The next morning I started digging. Not out of rage, but curiosity. I was planning to move out and wanted to see if I had any claim to the family home. Granddad's will split it 50-50 between me and my sister. But the county records said something else. My name was gone, transferred to her name 3 years ago, and I hadn't signed anything. My signature had been forged. I confronted them at dinner that night. Dad didn't skip a beat. "We needed to help your sister with a loan. You weren't living here anyway." Mom nodded. "It was temporary. We were just supporting her." My sister sipped her water like it was tea time. "It's family. No big deal." My stomach twisted. They really thought they could rewrite history and I'd stay silent. So I called a lawyer. Quietly. Let them think I'd swallowed the insult. Meanwhile, my attorney pulled bank statements, trust documents, emails, anything showing that money was being funneled from the family account into my sister's projects, designer clothes, business investments. I discovered they'd also been charging house repairs on my old credit card, one I'd given Dad for emergencies years ago. A month later, they got served. Their reaction was a playbook. Guilt trips, angry calls, classic, "you're tearing the family apart" speeches. My sister even told relatives I was greedy and vindictive over one birthday dinner. But I stayed calm. Let the legal process run its course. In court, their lawyer claimed it was a misunderstanding, verbal agreements they swore I made. My parents portrayed me as an ungrateful son. My sister played victim. But I had receipts. Emails from my sister demanding money, bank transfers labeled loan that were never repaid, a signed trust document that clearly showed my signature had been forged. The judge didn't need much convincing. We settled after 2 hearings. I got back my share of the house, more than $210,000 in restitution plus legal fees, and an official record of their wrongdoing. My signature was cleared from the forged paperwork, and my name went back on the title. Case closed, or so I thought. Weeks later, my sister popped up on a local podcast, tearfully describing how toxic family members humiliated her with baseless lawsuits. She never used names, but the story matched ours word for word. That was the last straw. I gathered every document, court filings, screenshots, emails, texts, the sticky note from the fridge, and posted the full timeline anonymously on a major subreddit. No names, just facts. The post blew up. People started sharing their own stories of entitled family members. Vendors who'd been stiffed by my sister's failed candle business came forward. Someone found an old charity page where she'd advertised fundraisers that never delivered on donations. Comments piled up, links to more proof, discussions about forgery, entitlement, betrayal. The fallout was immediate. Dad was pressured out of his neighborhood board role. Mom got called out at her church group. My sister deleted every social account and even tried selling merch with slogans like "Sibling Lawsuit Survivor," which tanked. A few people in her network distanced themselves once they saw the receipts. I didn't gloat. I donated my half of the house equity to a local homeless shelter, in her name. The shelter sent her a certificate thanking her full name for her generosity. She freaked out when it arrived. I didn't answer her calls. Last I heard, her message said, "You'll regret this. You're cruel." Maybe. But how cruel is it to stand up for yourself when people rewrite history to erase you? How cruel is it to demand honesty from those who built their lives on lies? I packed up and moved to a new city a month after everything settled. Better job, fresh start, real friends who respect me. Every so often, cousins or old family friends reach out, trying to broker peace. I tell them I'm not angry. I'm done. I didn't break the family. I just stopped pretending it wasn't already broken. If you're out there always cleaning up after everyone else, wondering if standing up is worth the cost, trust me. It is. You deserve to own your own story, your peace, your future. If you've ever been ghosted at your own birthday dinner, hit that follow button. Let's make sure nobody ever sweeps your worth under the rug again.